Okay, now we're going on to the hat. I chose bright blue, which is 459. Now, for this, I'm going to use my angle brush. And I mean, it's nice soft bristles, but I like the angle brushes because, like you see here, we're going near that flower, how that's pretty tight in there. I like to use it for that. Now, if you only have one brush that you want to dry brush the whole thing with, you're going to just kind of I mean, you don't want to wet your brush. You're just going to kind of keep wiping it, keep wiping all the paint that you can, dip it in the color you want, and mixing that in so you get the color you want. Me, I like to make sure I have it just so I don't have to deal with that. And, but for me, it's like for something like this, a lot of these areas are so small, but like this one's pretty big, so I like this size. It's going to get it easier, and I have that angle on it, that point, to really help me get in those corners. And then I got that width just to get everywhere else. Again, dip it, wipe it off. We'll start there at that point just because. I mean, you're not going to go the whole way to the edge of his head. I mean, to me, it's just like if I can avoid getting onto like other colors in these tight areas, that's just less I have to do when I get to the other colors. I think you can see what I'm doing there. Okay. I'm just going like upwards, and then I'm going to go a little bit downwards on from his hat. Now I'm probably going to do just 2 coats of this, maybe. But either way, whatever coats I kind of want for the solid color, I might leave the hat like one less coat, just to have that slight little difference with the color, just because, like, it's the rim of his hat. I mean, if I really wanted to be fancy, maybe I could just have it white, or maybe just go over with the white or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I like it. Yeah, since you already did your tan in that, I mean, those are areas I'll just be a little more careful around. I have a little bit of blue in there, so I'm just going to kind of, like, see, I got a little bit of blue by his nose, so I added just a little bit extra to make it look intentional. You know? I mean, just because it doesn't mean all the nooks and crannies have to be gray. If you get some color in those areas you don't want it, just add more. Like, I mean, just that way it's just, if you really can't, because for me, I'm not going to want like this tiny little dot here of this color and the rest all that color. I'm going to add, like, if anything, make the dot bigger or just make it disappear. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably, if you had a toothpick or something like that, scrape it out while it's still wet enough, you know. But I ain't doing that. This is my piece. This is my work. And for me, just blending it in works just fine for me. As long as it's not on the nose part. Then I'd be like, no. But like right under the rim there, that's fine. To me, that is fine. Now, if you were only using one dry brush to do all this, what I'd probably do would have actually done the beard next. So I think you'd be able to get away with that just for me, it just seemed easier to do the hat because you're getting way back in here with it. I like to get the colors that have harder to reach areas first before that doing the colors that you know are just going to be easier to get to. That's why I was thinking about doing the hat first when I was looking at this. And now that I'm doing the hat, I think I'm going to try another one where I do the hat first and like the beard and then the hands and stuff, because I think I'm going to be able to do that without having to because I like to be able to kind of get my colors on there. I'm going to make it faster and easier. I mean, I got kids. I got 2 5-year-olds. Basically, it takes them so quick. It takes longer to set up all the paint and everything like that for them to paint than for them to sit there and actually paint it. So I usually gotta keep things, I try to make them simple as I can for myself, just because if they're awake, there's not too much time to really sit around and paint nicely, at least with them. I mean, I have painted, I've done it before where I painted and they just basically run around and bump me even. But I don't let them do it whenever I'm doing fine detail stuff. Whenever I really need it, it's like I tell them stop and sit. Ugh, why do I always do that? Yeah, see, I can just plow right through getting the upper hat there done because it gets a wider brush. I don't have to take my time as much. It's not going to matter too much if I get blue on the back of his shirt there, you know, because that's going to be painted yet. Yeah, when I paint, I usually like to hold like the inside of the holes of the pieces, or else I like to hold them at the top, very tippy top. Those are my favorite places to grab them as I turn it and stuff. Now back here to this other corner. Help if you could see it. There's a little bit of kind of goes towards the flower right there. And you can see that angle. Now the flower, I'm going to take my time going around it because I'm actually going to be painting it white. But I mean, like the leaf, it's not going to be as crucial if I get it on it. But even the white is, I mean, at least the gray isn't too far from blue, which is why I actually chose the charcoal color. Because, I mean, it just kind of goes with blue, I thought. So, I mean, yeah, I'm just going to take my time going around that, but just like I did with the corners here, just so I don't have to do more than I really need to. I like to try to get it done one shot as much as I can, and I'll at least let you know how many coats I do on them and that when I turn it back on.